So, ladies and gentlemen, very warm welcome you here again. So, this is the first marketing lecture here from my living room. This lecture will be about what are the essential elements of marketing and how does marketing connected with needs. So, for my first question is, what is marketing? Take a few seconds, take a sheet of paper and a pen or just a phone and type the first few words that comes to your mind concerning marketing. Okay, I give you a few seconds to do it. Ready? I think that most of you somehow wrote advertisement, commercials, selling, stuff like this. Yeah, these are quite true. Did any of you have wrote market? It's something to do with market. Because marketing has to do something with market if you just simply check the word itself. What is market? Market is where buyer meets the seller. I'm using my cell phone to switch slides, so I'm not Facebook chatting during this lesson. However, so market is where supply meets demand, buyer meets seller, and marketing is about being successful in this marketing environment, in this market environment. Marketing is somehow doing business in the market and being successful in the market. Okay, but for being successful in the market, my first question would be that what is the aim of a company? What does the company actually do? Again, just think a few seconds about it. Write down your answer. That what does a good, successful company do? What is the aim of this company? Let me guess that most of you have written profit or money or selling a lot of stuff. Is really profit the aim of the company? Or is it just the result of a successful company actions? Here you can check some traditional marketers, traditional shops. You can see here blacksmith, tailor, shopper, small retailer. Were they so profitable businesses? Why did they do what they do? What were the essence of it? I tell you what. It was about satisfying the need. To understand what does satisfying the need, first think about this. What does Hilti offer? Hilti is this driller company. Probably you have heard about. This is the biggest driller brand. But what does driller sell? What does Hilti sell? What does Hilti offer? Is it driller? Again, take your pen, write down what does Hilti offer, because that must be something that the customers are willing to pay for. Probably it's the brand itself, quality. The driller itself, no one needs a driller. No one. But in that case, why do they buy a Hilti? What do they need? Yeah, that's exactly. They need a hole. Hilti provides a hole in the wall. Someone who buys a Hilti needs a hole. So if you understand this quite simple stuff, that Hilti is not selling drillers but selling holes, in that case, you took your first step towards becoming a good marketer. Because marketers understand this properly. That Hilti is satisfying the need, and the need is for a hole. Okay, here you can see a smart comic about how to generate demand and how to fulfill demand. So, to sum it up, the marketing success is about satisfying the needs. How can you satisfy a need? First, you have to find these needs, identify those who have these needs, match the needs with the product, and tell them that here's the product, you have this need, I identified it, I found you, and here's a solution for you. Here's a product for you, and I help you to find this product. I put a brand, a logo on it. It will be easier for you to find me and my products. Okay, so this is about marketing success. But generally, what is marketing about? I said it's being successful in the market, selling successfully, but it can be understood as a tool. Marketing can be a tool for being successful as a company, tool for selling more profitably, tool for finding and satisfying needs. That is what a tool is for. This tool is dedicated for this. What the other sense of marketing, and to be honest, I really like better the second way, the second definition, the second point of view about marketing, that marketing generally it's a point of view, it's a way how we see things, it's a way how we see the market itself and see the customers themselves. Marketing is a point of view, and we are focusing on the market and focusing on the customer. It's much easier said than done. Believe me, I'm working for as a marketing consultant for almost 10 years now. Quite general thing. We sat down with an entrepreneur who needs some marketing advice, and I asked them that, can you tell me anything about your company? And the first or the second thing that they tell me is that we are customer orientated. Wow, sounds great. Customer orientated, but I usually ask that, what does this mean? How are you customer oriented? What do you do for being a customer oriented company? And now here comes the trouble. When they say, we are customer oriented because we love customers. We want customers. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, if you want to slaughter a pig, in that case, you must be pig orientated because you need a pig to slaughter. But in this sense, I don't want to be your pig. If you're customer oriented because you need more customers, because you need profit from the customers, in that case, I don't want to be your customer. Customer oriented means that you understand the customers. You are focusing on their needs. Customer oriented means that you understand that I need a hole, not a driller. That's what customer orientation about, and that's generally what marketing is about. It's more like a point of view. A point of view that's centered around the customer, but truly, not just verbally. Okay, but what does a marketer do? So how does corporate marketing shapes up? I will tell you 6 elements. These are the 6 basic stuff what marketers do. These are the 6 main chapters of marketing plan. These are the 6 most important part of this whole semester that we will spend together. The first one is examining the environment. Looking around, checking what's going on here. The second is finding a target market, finding your customers. Then provide a product to them. So I've looked around, found customers, provide a product to them, and I give a proper price to it. Then I found a way, how can I sell it? How can I send my product from here to these customers? And then promote it, tell these customers that, hey, dear customers, here's a product for a good price, especially for you, for your needs. That's what marketing is about. You can see that the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th element on this list all starts with P, product, price, place, promotion. These are the marketing mix 4 Ps, the 4 basic elements of marketing. If you have ever heard about marketing, you probably heard about the 4 Ps, the marketing mix, because these are the areas where the marketers usually can have effect. Okay, let's get back to the satisfying need stuff. So we already mentioned that the need is in the center of this whole understanding of marketing. Okay, but what are your needs? I mean, what are your needs? Can you write down, now again, I give you a few seconds, write down, you have 10 seconds to write down as many needs of yours as you can. Okay? 5 seconds. Okay, let's check it. So what are your needs? I will group them. I will group your needs because probably you have listed several totally different type of needs. Probably you have listed that you are thirsty now, but at the same time you are sleepy, but at the same time you want to be successful, at the same time you want to get over this freaking marketing YouTube video. That's your need. Or you want to have a diploma, or you just want to have a party without this COVID nonsense and pandemic environment. So these are your needs. Okay, but how can I group them? We will use a grouping methodology done by a famous social scientist called Abraham Maslow. Probably you heard about Maslow. He was the one who started that there are basic needs. Basic needs like this you can see here: eating, being hungry, being thirsty, being sleepy, and having sexual needs. These are the needs that coming from your ancient, let's say, animal side. All the animals have these also same basic needs. We call them physiological needs. Here are some examples. Think about a few products or services that can satisfy them. You can see several here. So yeah, eating can be satisfied with food, drinking with thirstiness with drinks. Okay, how can you satisfy the need for sleep? Sleeping pills, mattresses, for example. A good marketer in a mattress company does not sell you the mattress itself. No one needs a mattress itself. What do you need? Not a mattress, but quality sleep, a good night's sleep. If you enter to this shop, the salesperson, the good salesperson of a mattress company would tell you that, hey, you look tired. What do you think? Do you feel yourself tired? Yeah, everyone feels tired nowadays. What do you think? Do you have good night's sleep? Do you have enough quality sleep? No one is having enough quality sleep nowadays. Probably what can be the result of it? That you are tired, you are more angry, you are not happy in your family, etc. You can change this. You can break this bad habit. What do you need is a quality sleep, and I can provide you something that helps you in this sense. I can provide you, it's actually a mattress, but it's the manifestation of good sleep. I also collected a few commercials. Check in the PPTs, there are links there that are targeting this physiological need. Okay, Maslow said that it's like a pyramid that at the bottom, this is the most basic, the physiological need. And if it's satisfied, so if you got enough food, drink, sleep, and somehow your sexual needs were satisfied, in that case, here comes the second level. That's safety that you need. That's again quite basic thing. You want to be safe from environmental risks, from social risks. You need safety for being healthy, feeling secure. How can you do it? You need, for example, a home, any kind of property. Can you name me any other stuff that brings you safety? Alarm systems, guns, bodyguard. Nowadays, safety is quite important, but in a different sense. May I say that now you feel your life at risk because of COVID pandemic? Probably if I provide you hand sanitizers, I give you the feeling of safety. The masks give you the feeling of safety. So why do you buy this stuff? Because it's directly connected to an ancient and important need, and this is safety. Okay, I can also show you a few videos that I collected. These commercials are targeting, again, the safety. When you are watching these videos, think about that. What is the feeling that it generates from you? Usually, this feeling is the feeling insecure. And then they provide you something, a solution for this insecurity. Okay, physiological needs are done. Satisfied safety, satisfied. Now here comes belonging. You want to belong to a group. Human, Homo sapiens, is a social animal. We want to be in a group. We like to be in a group. We really hate this distance learning stuff because of many reasons, but one main reason is because there is no group. There's no socialization. We hate this whole stuff. We want to get out of this isolation. Isolation is not good for human beings because belonging, social need, is again quite a basic need. So my question is the same. Can you name any products or services that gives you the feeling of belonging, that satisfies your social need? Think about that. Can you name a few? Like social media, probably. Like a pub, bars, getting together there, probably. But isn't it quite strange that you need digital things, for example, like social media, to have interactions? It should be better if it would be simply personal connection and personal communication. Okay, here is the fourth one. So if physiological needs are satisfied and safety is satisfied, belonging is satisfied, the fourth type of need you can have is, like in these pictures, it's self-esteem. Self-esteem means that I can be proud of myself. I can stand here and say that, hey, I'm cool. I look at the mirror and I say, wow, that's good. Not just from the outside, so I can be proud of myself, how I look, but I can be also be proud of myself about what my successes were. That, hey, I was named, I don't know, the best young educator of the University of Szeged. That's actually true. And I'm quite proud of this. So self-esteem is this positive feeling about yourself. Having a good reputation, having confidence, being proud of yourself. And now here comes the tricky part, and here comes the task for this week. As I mentioned to you, there will be weekly tasks, and I ask you questions, and you can give answers in the code space for you. And if the answer is good, there is not only one good answer, there are always many good answers to these questions. But if you give one good answer, which is different than the previous answers, then I'll give you an extra point. So, my question, can you name any products or services that satisfy self-esteem? This is also an important need, and I give you a hint that around 70%, 70% of the brands and products nowadays are targeting this need, the need of self-esteem. So almost all the major brands are targeting this self-esteem. But how? I give you a few examples. Remember, you have to give different examples than I did and then the previous comments did. So you have to be different than the previous ones to receive a point. So, for example, fashionable clothes, fashionable dresses. If I dressed up properly, it gives me a feeling that, hey, I'm cool. Sports car gives you a feeling that you are cool. Why do I buy a sports car? Because I want to drive 200 kilometers per hour. No, I'm afraid. Then why do I buy a sports car? When I'm over 60 years old, because the majority of the sports car buyers are over 60 years old. But why do they buy it? Because they want to feel this positive feeling. Hey, I'm not old. I'm driving this Porsche. Okay, so give me as many examples as you can. I mean, one example per person because only 1 point will be given to you. Okay, here are some examples, videos, commercials again to this. And the top of the pyramid is self-actualization. Self-actualization meaning that you want to be different than the others. You want to be unique. Self-actualization is when I feel that, okay, I'm just one of a kind. So, I mean, I don't want to be exactly the same as others. And just I want to point out that self-actualization is really the top of the pyramid, so it only affects your behavior if all the levels below are satisfied. So if you are a poor, hungry man, in that case, you don't care about of being unique, of being creative. But if you are someone who is more well off, probably you feel, I want to be different than the others. You know what? I will get a degree or I will start painting, or I will just simply use a different cover for my smartphone or anything that makes you unique, makes you more identity. I also give you a few examples here in the PPT, the commercials. So here is the Maslow pyramid. Here you can see Mr. Abraham Maslow, who did it in the 1950s. So starting with psychological, then safety, belonging, self-esteem, and self-actualization. These are the needs that affecting you. And now I said that the marketing is about satisfying needs, but there is a problem with the need. It's too general, like being hungry. Okay, but what do you need? Hey, I'm hungry. Okay, but what do you need? Do you need a hamburger? You need, I don't know, pancake, ice cream. Want is more precise, it's more exact. Want is a need in a manifested form. Need in a physical format, that is a want. That I'm hungry, this is a need, and the want is I want a pizza, this is a want. Okay, think about that. So in that case, if I'm a marketer, if I find someone who's having a want, so who wants something, and I bring this thing to him, I will be successful. Is it correct? No, it's not correct. Why? Just imagine. Just think about what you want. Probably you want to go for a holiday in Australia. Doesn't sound good. You want a sports car. You want the degree. Here's to you. Okay, these are the ones you have, but probably you are simply not able to pay for them. You are not willing to pay or buy them, or you are simply not able to do it. However, you want the degree here and now. It's impossible. You want a sports car, but you're not able to pay for it. So we are not interested about want, but we are interested about the demand. The demand is the part of the want that is able to buy and willing to buy. Just think about this, that if you are thirsty and you want a glass of water, I can provide you a glass of water for 10 euros. Would you buy it? No. Why not? It's only 10 euros. Because you are not willing to buy this for 10 euros. So the want is there, but you are not part of the demand. Someone probably willing to buy a glass of water for 10 euros because he is so rich or so thirsty or there is no water over around. So the demand is what is important for us. Always check that if you would like to enter a market and you find that there's a want there, that they need this and they want to buy this, check that. Are they willing to buy it? Again, I give you another example that probably you are hungry and you want to eat a burger, but you are not willing to buy from a dirty restaurant. Why? Because you feel that probably it will be problematic. Okay, so demand is having want and willing to buy and able to buy. So to sum it up, marketing is not only about commercials. Marketing is about being successful in the market, being customer and market oriented. Meaning that identifying the needs of the customers. There are several needs according to Maslow pyramid. So you can identify the needs, find out that what are the wants, what are the physical objects that can satisfy these needs, and find the target segment who is willing to buy and able to buy this, and simply provide this product with a good price through a place, a channel where they can buy, and then promote it correctly. Sounds simple, isn't it? We will spend a few hours discussing it, but it's not that simple. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye.